everyone, welcome back. Last video 005, I demo you how you can create the ontology from scratch in Prodigy, the ontology editor, and to do some the SPARQL query within the Prodigy tool. And this video is I will back to our book in this 01.03. So I will repeat the one we create in the Prodigy for making this DDL file to this more realistic data preparation, and then to do the query for matching the multiple triples. We will use ARQ to do the query, so based on the book. Again, I will show you in the screen with the electronic the format of the content of the book, but please go to the online store to get this great book on your hands, so we can read that during your learning curve. So let's go to here. As I mentioned before, I hope you also configure your VS Code. Otherwise, you should already can run the ARQ from the command line. So if you run from anywhere, and with this ARQ, actually the hidden extension is BAT. So that is a batch file, and you got this prompt result, no query string or query file. So that means your ARQ is working. I have configured that I can also run the ARQ in VS Code. So because I will edit the code here, so that will be more convenient. Otherwise, as I mentioned, also it's not limited with VS Code. You can use any editor like Notepad or WritePad to make those file editing, and just ensure to save the data file with TTL, the extension, the query file with RQ extension. So that is all are the text-based file, so it's no any special formats. So let's continue. So first, we have already tested this EX012 TTL during last video to build the ontology. So let's create this file in plain text. So let's make our EX012 TTL. So the difference we also mentioned already. So the conversion is we are now creating our separate namespace called data, and using data to store the ID. We will not use a person's actual name as their identifier, but we will use our unique ID. So that is very natural. When you join a company, normally you get our employee number. So that number is your ID in this company. And when you birth in one country, you will get ours either is a social security number or your nationality ID. So those ID is your unique ID. And then using this ID, we can link to your other property. Your name in either language is only one the data property value that we should link to your ID. So because name you can change, but normally during your existence in the company, in an organization, or in your life, your ID will keep quite stable. So let's also with the pound as the comments. So we use this TTL, and then here. So we need to create our prefix. So if you compare to here, so we create this RDF. So we also have RDF. When they create in Prodigy, they have a certain prefix already here. So that is the RDF and the starting area, and our prefix is also here. So we need to create our own AB prefix but that is the Prodigy's XML formats. So here in the TTL, we just use add prefix, and we give the short, the abbreviation, so HTTP. So actually, these are just our IRI. You can keep that. We can. I will demo to you if I change to any other. So maybe let's see. So HTTP. So let's see. So yasin.com. So that is not our actual web space. So let's just try. So prefix D is HTTP yasin.com ns data. So that is your prefix. Ensure is with a space with our period to finish this prefix line. Then we are starting to have our the actual data 432, and then that is use the address book first name. Normally we use this camel formats, so rechart. I use the tab to split those, so that you can see is this tab is just our different space, but it's just our tab, so it's fine. So and then AB last name, so not I pause and then this finish this typing. So now I have finished all the typing. To make it looks better, it's aligned. So I have added the necessary tab in this TTL. So now we have the data file. Let's create our EX13 query file. So it's EX013.rq. So we will use prefix AB. So here, let's try to use our create this one. Let's test. So to show you what that means. So and then select crack. We have run this in our last Prodigy testing. So where? So I hope describe. So we don't have this describe. So we can remove that. Then person AB first name is correct. So we found this triple. Then we got a person list. Then we use the second one is the AB, the email. We found this the question mark correct email. You can have this auto complete. And you remember what we have done. So from, we can use this one, select the from. So then we you don't need to use ARQ data file, query file. You just need to appoint the query is run. Is from, let's see the syntax. You need to put that inside the less than more than. So that is run. So let's run this ARQ query file. Let's see, it's like, I think it's like a query. So we don't need the file. So and then the query is EX013RQ. Fail to load, not found EX013RQ. So you can see here, my working directory should change to the ch0. So let's run this again. You can see here. So that is what we have done in last video already. So we already explained the syntax. So where is have two triples now. So this two triple try to match the target result. First triple is to find any person. So this question mark person doesn't in the select because this just our middle the variable. So we want to find all the persons who has the first name with Craig. So we found this person's ID. So in the ID, and then this we will match the ID. Second one to have the email and with our variable, and what we will load is this variable. But if you change this to this star, so let's run this again. You will get the person. So because then it's all the variables will come in as the result. So if you don't want to have a specific the variables to be identified, you can use the star or asterisk. So that is also one way that we can have easier the query. So in the normal SQL, in the relational database, you must the familiar is you normally use star everything from a table, then you get the whole list from this table without filter, without sort. So this way, so I also get my target email, 2 emails, because in my data file, the Craig has 2 emails. And another thing is I can mention to here, you can see in our data file, sample is learningsparkle.com, but I just simply changed to some dummy, the URL. So as I said, this URL is not a real the URL that you have our website to that. If you open this one to our website, you will get the arrow. So because there's nothing loaded, so yasin.com maybe is someone is sell these websites, but it's not what your intention. But for RDF or TTL, this just our namespace identifier. So that's why we call this IRI, not IR, the URI. So a URL, so it's a URI. So and as long as your query file load the same prefix, then you are matching the data. So that is the thing. So you don't need to stick on the samples namespace. You can create your own. So we are already moving to here. Let's continue. So if your address book has more than 1 Craig, and you specific want to the email address of Craig Alice, you just add 1 more triple to the pattern. So let's create our another one. So we call this yeah, you may notice in the book, the author's sample is doesn't in this sequence after 13, they already go to the 15. So let's follow the name so that when you read back, refer to the book as the reference, you can see my code can mapping to the samples code. So here, so let's put our Craig. So again, so I want both Craig and also the person should have AB last name is Alice. So now let me run this again. So you will get same result. So because this result is in our data file, you can see. So the Craig, we only have 1 person with the first name of Craig. But if you have 2 person first name is Craig, then in the extension the 13, you will get our the new person. So let's see. So here, so Craig. Let's see. maybe another person. So let's put that to another ID. Then I will create just one email. So craig.w. So maybe this is the outlook.com. So if I save that, and if I run this 13, so first I should get 3 persons the email. I also get this W, but if I run the 15, you can see it will specifically, so 15 is a person. So let me see. So person Craig. Also load this one. So let me see the Craig last name Alice, and then I just wanted to have the Craig email. It should only get my new Craig. Oh, so I have the running. So previously I double run the 13. So that person, I have the typo error. They didn't found this person. So now let's run the 015. You can see you get the exact matching result. Craig first name, Alice last name. Then this Craig right. The person's email is filtered out. So that is the way that you can have a more specific the result after you are adding more the triples to shortlist your data file. So this is they have this 2 person has the same first name, but when we add the last name, then we can point to the individual, the single person. So that is the this 015 query to tell you. If I really want to know who called me, so let's see my phone show me that someone at this number had called me, and I use the same EX008. So we don't have this 008. Let me back to, maybe I miss one file. So EX008 is this one. Oh, so let me create that. So this one is file name is 008RQ, and the prefix is AB. So let's start to use my own namespace. Select person, where is just the person variable with the home tail. This use our old data file, the 002. So 229, 278, 76, 5135. And let's put this. Maybe it's not good. Let's keep the data. It has the prefix over TTL, and here is the TTL. So we have this 008 and select. So let's run this ARQ data EX002 and the query EX008 RQ. So let's see what happened. Person, so there's no person, so home tail should have a Richard. So EX002 229 Richard. 229.276.5135. So here is the. Let me see. So in users. His is the big tail, big T. So yeah, please be noticed. The TTL file is case sensitive. In my 008 now is the home tail, is the T, is the capital T. Yeah, Richard is coming. So we are running this 008 correctly. So let's see, 008 is this one. So that can tell me is who has this specific the telephone number as the home number. Then I got the person's the name as Richard. Now our data file is changed to this 012. So we use ID to put this file. So let's go to here. Our file. Let's go here. So somebody called me, and I saw in my phone this is the incoming number, and I want to use this 008 to query the number that I used before, but this time I query more detailed EX12 TTL data. So what we will do is we create EX the 17. So before we go to read the book, let's try this by ourselves. So that is the 17. We should use our this TTL file. So let's go to this tool, the prefix. So let me close this, close all of them. So you need to first match the prefix, like what you have done in this 15. So you need to match the address book. Then this address book has all those the 16th, 12th data. Then I want to see the person. So person has this home tail. So let's see, 229 is here. But if I put the person now is get the ID, then I will get this person's first name and the last name. So let's see. So what I will have the person's first name and last name. Then I have another two triple. So first name as the first name, and then person ID last name with the last name. Let's run. So we select, let's see, from the EX012 TTL. So we select that, then I can have a shorter. So ARQ query EX017 RQ. Let's see. You can see I got Richard Matt. So let's compare the sample. So we got this prefix, then we have a first last, but I use the longer name. And first one is the matching ID. So I got which person's ID has this specific telephone number. Then use this ID as the middle variable. I try to match who has this ID with the first name, which first name and which last name. Then I got this result, first name, last name, then with the Richard and Matt. The difference, if you remember last time when we did on the Prodigy, the result may also have the pound with this data type. data property type. So that is looks like more busy, like this ARQ result, but that's just the different tools. We can customize that later. So revising our query to find out everything about Cindy. So in the 12, so let's say everything about Cindy. So which means it's just the property name, property value. So let's also use this to have some the queries. Now we know about we'll query the name as Cindy. So let's put this property name and the property value. So normally is you may try to this familiar is we can use subject, object, and in the middle the property name as the P. So that is the SPO is the more often used the short name. You can also use the property name, property value, but those are depends on what you are preferred. So now we have here. So I want to have the person's the first name. First name is Cindy. So here, so that is Cindy. I want to find the Cindy's and Marshall. So that is the first two. I will delete the first one. Through this, I can shortlist step by step. We have two-step shortlist. Maybe there's a multiple person with first name Cindy. So here I got this question mark person with multiple ID. Then using the second one, I will shortlist with those ID who has also the last name with Marshall. So, but if still have a multiple person with exact same name, both first and last, then you will get multiple results. But here, I hope it's within our data type file is already come to our individual. And then we use this person, and then both are question mark. So because we want, I want to get all of them. So you can use this simply. So we already have the from, so I don't need to make the data. So I have this 819. So let's see. So we got the AB is the first name and Cindy, last name Marshall. So these are all we already know. Then we got hometown, email. So let's see here. So in the last triple, we have all three parts with the question or with the variable name. So that is the way that you can customize your the triples. So the A prefix here. So A is now we call this address book. In the queries, in the other part is we use AB. So you can see here that doesn't matter. It's just our the short name for your the namespace. You don't need to keep this exactly as here as in this TTL file. You can define that in your query file and make that consistent in this query file. That will be perfect. This video, I think is we finish on these parts, and let me put back our mind map. So we already done this more realistic data matching. Next video, we go to this 1.4, searching for string. So this one, you can see from this mind map, I connect to some other chapters because they are mentioned briefly about filter, and also here is the regular the expression. But those two parts we will look in more detail in later chapter. So see you in the next video. If you have any questions, welcome to leave our comments in the video or email me. There's my email address both in the YouTube channel or in the GitHub. So see you then. Bye.